Everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Misty with a Unique Treasure Reborns, and I am bringing silicone to the video today. You've seen me open enough of them, right? Box openings, kit openings, and I have several, and I have about, oh gosh, 10 vinyls going, but that's a whole nother story for another time. So far, I have started Darren not having a clue and understanding anything, and I messed him up the same way I messed up Hilla. Um, this is Hilla, and I love her, and especially, and my lighting is not that great. Let's see if I flip it over this way. Especially because she has a really nice opening. She can take a silicone pacifier very easily. Um, But, oh, she better not be peeling. Is she peeling? This will be the first boo-boo that you guys see, if she is. Let me see. No, she's not. Okay. But she does have hair and stuff on her. I'm going to be wiping her down too. I'll get to that in a minute. But I love her. She is from Sweet Sunrise Nursery. If I said that right, I should have probably wrote it down. But she is, I'm assuming I know nothing about her, right? I just go on. If I see something, I like it, I buy it. I don't care the person's status in the industry. I don't, I just don't get into all that. Maybe I should, but I don't. And I just love this this space. I love this space. I love her ears. She did such an amazing job on the ear. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see it or not because the lighting here is kind of shoddy. I can see under the light really good, but I have done veining on her head and it is underneath. It's not sitting on top. There's a few things I did that I wasn't sure because I wanted to create texture on her, but since then I realized it was really it's a standpoint from the artist what to do because a lot of people just do it smooth, very smooth. But I did create texture. Do I have that much texture? No, but I do have some texture to my skin. And I don't know if it's because I'm old or I'm dehydrated. I have no idea. But I do have a little bit of texture. And I just think it really brings life. So I'm going to go forward with this one when I start again. Um, and I'm going to now do everything smooth on top, and this will be underneath. But the texture does bring some thickness to it in certain areas because, again, I didn't know what I was doing so much. I'm really lucky. I love the veins on here, though. I'm very pleased with them. And I did the blue undertones on her. I don't know if you guys can see that or not in this video, but I am, where was I going with this? It's driving me crazy. Sam already starting to get drawn into the lint and stuff on her. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be because they have been sitting here for a while. But I'm going to get back to her. Okay, let me see which one it is. I had to see it's peeling. So I did something wrong and I had to take sandpaper here. I don't know if y'all can see that. I had to take sandpaper and get this off of her because there was a drip here. So I'm going to have to really take my time off camera. I'm not going to do it on camera because I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to see how far back this is going to peel off now since I started it with sandpaper. And maybe the sandpaper contaminated it, or this is just the peeling from the sandpaper. I'm not sure. So, oh, see, these things are heavy. I'm glad I moved most things away. Let me put her up over here, but I just love her. So if you guys are interested, she does vinyl too, as far as painting it, but I don't, this is where I bought that Sweet Sunrise Nursery. And she stands. That's a really nice thing too. She is over there on a turntable like this one. Oh, you can kind of see her right there. And her head stands. Bountiful baby heads, I cannot get them to stand. And if they did, it's like a balancing act. And you go, like when we're building cars when we were young. Um, you don't touch the table, you don't touch anything, or she'll flip over. So I thankfully found this, and I had these for years, brand new from the dollar store in the bag, still in a box. So I am so stinking thrilled that I believe that this is time because this is the right time, the right place, the right now to do this video because everything is working out. so far, and I'm super happy. All right, so I'm going to just get one of these. These are what most people know. These are Psycho Paint Part A, and there's a Part B, and they get sticky. I wipe them down all the time. Not that I'm doing silicone, but messing with those. Oh my goodness, they get sticky. So I put mine in Part A and Part B in here, and then I'm just going to eye it and pour it in and mix it up. And so A is the activator, just so you know. So recently, a Small World Nursery. She is Desiree. If you are looking for her, because when I look for her, there's somebody else that came up too with that kind of that close to that name. And so her name's Desiree. If it's not Desiree, you're not looking at the right Small World Nursery. And I do believe there's an A in front of there, but if not, take off the A to get to Desiree because she not only paints amazing vinyl, amazing silicones, she also makes these sponge packs for us that are pre-done, and she's not picking it with, she professionally does them, and they have different patterns, and they're amazing. They're making me replace these traditional sponges for painting to do any kind of stippling, patterns. I don't do mottling so much, I would say. I don't do the big round holes. I don't care for those when I see them. I like blotchy. I like texture. I like the skin texture look, that kind of thing. So if I didn't explain myself well, ask me in the comments and I will do a video and show you the difference of the sponges and what I'm talking about. But check her out because she has a little store and it's really cool because it's like a boutique thing. She specializes in certain things. She's not just throwing tons of stuff up there and, trying to sell you brushes and, paints and this, that, and the other, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it's a nice, sweet, cute little store and it makes me want to shop. So anyway, so part A, part B. Got the holder now, and I got this little thing from the class that I'm taking. I haven't done the class yet. So the class is all on video. I have decided that I want to try my hand at, because I've been watching a lot more videos, and I feel like I'm going to tell you what. You're going to see the bloopers. You're going to see everything on here. My successes, probably my frustrations a little bit. I'm going to do limited editing. So if this gets long, I'm going to break it up into part one, part two. It's just going to be cut off at the end somehow of each video because I don't want it to be super long. So yeah, I'm going to be attempting to, I have three different types of paints. I have paints from the class, which I'm not going to show you right now because they're part of the class. And then I bought these paints, silicone art materials. And if you look up Carolyn Daughtry, all you have to do is type in silicone painting 2023, and her most recent classes come up. Amazing to follow. If you um, like her style, look at the end. Always look at the end of the videos and you'll see the finished product. But she's using these paints, which I was so happy because I'd already purchased these. And these are 10 color baby painting set. And if you notice, there's not a flesh in here. So if we wanted flesh, we'd have to make it, that kind of thing. There's the buff, there's the cyan, magenta, scarlet, cool yellow, crimson oxide, burnt umber, raw umber, and violet. So this is definitely something to, to experiment with, mixing your colors up. And I always just Google it. Hey, Google, what colors, it's coming up now. What colors do I mix to get a flesh tone? you know, for a Caucasian baby, that kind of thing. And then, you'll get what you need. So that's that. And these are them. They come in little drops, and it's recommended not to let them lay on their side. So they're little droppers, like, eye drops. And then this was pretty cool. This is made with Soma Foma. They look the same as the Psycho Paint can I showed you earlier, but they say Soma Foma 15 on top. And Carolyn Daughtry taught how to make this. She tells you the amounts to put in, and I got a little plastic bucket and I put the amounts in, and I bought this thing that attaches to my my the mixer, the blender, that you put in buckets for concrete and stuff, but it's a smaller one. I don't know how to explain it. It's miniature and Reynolds. I have a Reynolds store near me here, thank God. And they sell this thing that just attaches. It's about this big, and the more air you put into it by stirring it, that means the longer you do it, the more fluffier you get this instead of condensed. So, and you just tear it off and use it for sponges. It is the coolest thing ever. And that's what you see here. I tear all these off, and this one is like for a point to go into the cracks and crevices, that kind of thing. So it's flat on one side, and this is the side that goes on the vinyl. And then I also use this to do what I'm going to do first in this video. And then I'm going to end this video because I'm going to make another one behind it. I don't want them to be super long. This is alcohol, 91% or higher. And I just do this and get it nice and wet. And it's because it is what it is, it's going to squirt everywhere. But as long as it doesn't get in my eyes, I'm good. And then I just take this, and as you see, it beads up. I just take this and wipe this down, and I've already cleaned this. Okay, as I'm doing this, I'll tell you what I cleaned it with. So the first thing I did was I took it to the sink out of the bag, straight out of the bag, and I took a sponge that has a rough side to it. The other side is, oh, what is that? Looks like blue paint. There it goes, came right off. Um, I I took that sponge, and I have a bowl, a ceramic glass bowl that I pour acetone in. Was it acetone? No, naphtha. Sorry, naphtha. I put naphtha in it, and then I take that sponge and I dip it in there, and I take, say this is a sponge, and I just lightly with the scruffy part make sure that I get into the crevices best I can, even if I have to do this and squeeze a little bit of that in there, take my finger or whatever when I say whatever, I shouldn't just say whatever with this because you don't want to just use whatever. Um, but you want to make sure that you at least get some in there because it's a chemical that's helping break down the grease, right? The naphtha. It's got, I think it's oil based too. I'm not sure, but I got this from, and the lady that I got this instruction from, I will uh, put her link down. It's called Bear Claw something, Bear Claw Nursery or something. I don't know. It is a very homemade video, but oh my gosh, I love it. I just love it. It helped me out. And so right now, I'm going to just stop and tell you. Most people will tell you just take this to the sink and rub it down really good with Dawn dish soap or and then let it sit in there or something like that. I'm so afraid to do something wrong that I went and I'm doing mine the way that they did it previously because I don't know what is on this one versus the one from Sweet Sunrise Nursery. So they're all getting the same thing done to them. I'm in the sink, lightly taking that rough side of that, those yellow and green sponges or the blue on blue sponges with the rough side. And I'm not scrubbing hard. I'm just lightly, pawing at it with the naphtha. Then, after I do that with all the pieces, I have prepared in the next sink next to me a nice hot Dawn dish soap bath. And I just plop them in there, and then I will wash them with a sponge I have, a regular sponge. I will wash them like I'm washing dishes. And I actually have a drainer, a thing on the counter that they sit in. It's a two level that I have that they sit in to dry while I'm getting all the rest of it done. And then I will take my blue shop towel and a blue shop towel, or I have these really thin, no nap towels that are like the napkins you fold up silverware in for a restaurant, the real nice ones, something like that, right? And um, I will take that and I will pick them up and bring them in here and I hang them up like you see in the background. And then once I do that, I have a thing of acetone back there. I will take some and I will paint the acetone on with a brush like this. And I just I put some acetone in this dish right here, and I just go like this, and I literally just paint it all the way around. It's acetone. It's going to get this ready to take paint. And then it's ready and prepped once it's all dry. And then now the reason why I'm doing this is because I've let it sit, and I do this in between every time I try to start doing a silicone painting. Okay. And to sit down and do this because there's hair on it. And this is the fastest, easiest way to get the hair off is by doing this. And if you don't want to use Soma Foma or you don't have it, these are really dense silicone free sponges. Is it not coming out now? Here it is. All right. I don't know that this is, we might have to find, look, see, it's taking my B, the letter B off here, darn it. I just scooped that up. All right, I got some to soak in here, and then I'm just going to take it and wipe it this way with the silicone-free, latex-free, excuse me, latex-free sponges that I buy. And I know they're good because I've used them before, and um, they did not have a reaction to the silicone. And let me see where where did I put them? I don't even know where I put them right now. I will put the picture or something. I think I got them from Target. I'm pretty sure somebody had referred me to Target. Geez, why isn't this working? Here we go. Because they're so dense. These are so dense, they don't, it's hard for them just to sponge up the alcohol. But the reason why I'm doing so much of this right now, for one, I have 5 bottles of this alcohol, big, huge ones. And two, I don't like fussing with little hairs and stuff. I want them to come off the first time. Like I feel like dipping this in. So this is just me. You guys are gonna see me feel my way through this, and just really try to figure out. It doesn't take this long for me to do this part, by the way. I'm just talking and not paying attention to what I'm doing. So now my kit is ready to paint. This one is anyways, the head. So I just come over here, grab this, do the same thing, get it ready. Because if I did, say I wanted to do red all over every piece, I need them all to be ready. I can't stop and do this for each one of them. And what you're going to do is you're going to have really good tweezers that you can use. I want to cut this apart. That's going to drive me crazy. Um, and her mouth is not very open either. And I don't know that I want to go in to try to open it because it's so small. I think I'm just going to leave this one alone because I do plan on opening. I want to experience it all. I want to know how to open the mouths. I have watched so many videos on it. I have watched so many people. I know what to be careful for and all that good stuff. So I will be doing a video because I have 14 silicones to do, guys. So we're going to be doing a lot of things together. And eventually, once I get my act together here, I'm going to start doing lives when I can because I don't know that I qualify to do them yet. I need more likes, I need subscribers, all that good stuff, but it's just going to happen organically because I do plan on doing giveaways, but it's just for fun. I don't want people just coming because I'm giving something away. I always feel guilty like when I come across a new channel or somebody that's been recommended to me and they're doing a giveaway and I feel like I haven't earned it. Like, oh, geez, I have not earned this giveaway because I haven't been supporting this channel. I didn't even know about this channel, that kind of thing. So, by the way, this is Shannon from Bountiful Baby. And I'm going to end this video because, oh, by the way, well, just want to show you. I don't know why I got up on the tangent. These are my throwaway brushes. I don't try to save them. They're too much of a pain in the butt to clean, and I don't know enough yet about what's enough to contaminate this because that is the most delicate thing about not contaminating this because once you contaminate it, like I did Darren, I got one kit of Darren before he sold out and his foot is contaminated, his leg is. So I have to figure that out too. So I have two to fix now. So hopefully this one won't get contaminated. I've learned my lesson. And then here is the sticks to stir my paints. Here is little tiny Q-tips in case I need them. These are great for detail work. Here's some more. These have a slant on them. I don't have them in here. I got to go get some. And they're like little toothpicks. They're like this long with tiny, 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 tiny bit of white on them. They're more wood than anything. But these brushes are so good. This is stuff I also use for my vinyl painting. But these are strictly for silicone, this stuff here. And you always want to use nylon brushes, as far as I'm concerned and learned, because the other ones are not good for the silicone. All right, guys, that's enough for today. I will be going forward and painting and doing more videos and hopefully get ahead. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this content, if you have questions, if there's something specific you want to know, ask me because I have lots of friends. I have friends that have been doing this for years and years and years. And if I don't know something or I don't have the experience at something, I will ask them. All right, thanks so much, guys. Bye. Oh, don't forget, subscribe and hit that like button, please.